Let's talk about how to ramp up to supersize your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and this is actually a little pound puppy toy I found when I was moving that I gave to my granddaughter. Of course, I couldn't find any little pound puppies to put in the boat or swing or move them around, but it shows you that in order to get into this little PlayStation, and it's actually got another side that opens up as well, which I forgot how fantastic these were and fun with the kids until I found them. And there, lo and behold, Grandma playing broke off one of the ramps to get up into the playhouse. Oh, there it goes back on. And the other side actually opens up, and there's a little slide, stairs and a little ramp and a slide down to play with. So it's fun, but it reminded me of the idiom and the expression to ramp up. To ramp up, excuse my throat. To ramp up means I need to drink more coffee or water, means to increase production or output or the speed or the size at which you're making something or producing something. In manufacturing, we talked about ramping up a lot. Earlier, to ramp up, actually in Britain and in England, meant to swindle or to rob. So there's a little confusion as to what ramp up means, and I think this is fantastic. It came from this, in 1778, there was an old French term, rampe, I don't know how to pronounce French, but, or rampe, I don't know, that meant slope. And it was used in the auto industry primarily to introduce a new year's production, a new model. Models didn't used to come out every year. So whenever a new model was going to roll out, they used the term that they were going to ramp up production so that they would have enough automobiles available to meet demand. Well, it turns out that the media misconstrued the meaning of ramp up and reported it wrong. Can you imagine the media, the news, reporting something incorrectly or non-factually or making a mistake? Well, my goodness, here it happened with respect to this particular idiom. So it ended up meaning to produce more. And I've used it my entire career, most of my life. We talked about whenever we wanted to do something, increase, do something more, we wanted to ramp up readership for the newspaper, or we had special events or weddings or big things planned, or we used to sell to festivals in the Italian food manufacturing business, and so we would have to ramp up our production. Well, what's the process? How do we do that? Do you just turn up the speed of the machines? No, because we made handmade ravioli. Sometimes we would need more people, whatever it was. We would sit down and we would identify what the target was. What was our goal? What were we trying to accomplish? What need or demand were we trying to meet? Then we would get buy-in from all the key players. We needed to make sure our vendors could supply us with the raw materials we needed. We needed to make sure, and that would include packaging as well as raw materials. Then we would make sure that our delivery people could deliver the increased productions. All of the departments had to come together and agree that we were going to ramp up and create the production necessary, or speed up or hire or have more hours or more people, whatever it was for their particular department or division of the company. They would have to commit that they were willing to do that in order for us to meet the goal. Then together we would map out a plan, excuse me, a strategy for how we were going to do it, when we were going to do it, when we were going to produce the extra product and services. Did we have to add a shift? Whatever it was, we would agree, and then we would map it out, and we would assign what I used to call our eyes. Our eyes are responsible individuals. Somebody that says, I am responsible for making sure that this thing gets done. It's like taking your action items and making sure that there's at least, and not at least, just one person that is ultimately responsible and leading that part of the plan, that part of the project. Call those our eyes or responsible individuals. So action items each have one responsible individual. We tried having more than one responsible individual before, and that ended in chaos because one person thought the other person was doing it. They didn't communicate necessarily, and then things didn't get done, things got missed, and we stopped doing that. Then we would implement the plan. We would start rolling out the plan according to the schedule, and of course correct whenever anything went wrong or didn't go according to plan. Because in every plan I've ever made, any business I've ever been involved in, I've never had a plan come off without a hitch. Never, ever, ever in 50 years, never happened. Things always happen. The world happens. Life happens. People get sick. People are late. People miss deadlines. Things happen. Suppliers run short. whatever it could be or it can be, it's going to happen. So make sure that you're willing to be flexible and flow with whatever happens. And then we achieve our goal. We achieve our goal. We drop the, cases to the festival, whatever was required. But that's the process that we always use to make sure that we could, number one, commit to something, meet our commitments, and always be delighting our customers. So how do you ramp up when you need to? I think there's a lot of companies right now that have been shut down for a while, and they are going back into ramp up mode. How do I keep going? How do I meet the increased demand? And what do I need to do to make sure that we're giving people the things that they want, that we're surprising and delighting them with our products and services? Love to hear your take on this. Love to hear your experience with the expression ramping up. Like I said, in the manufacturing industry, used it my entire career. In my businesses, used it my entire career. I mean, it's kind of the same as whether you're starting up or you're expanding, growing, and supersizing your business. Ramping up is usually a part of that process. You want to, like everything else, have a system and a process that you follow. What do you do? How do you do it? So that everybody in your organization, everybody that can help you and all be on the same page. So our idiom for today, I like it much better than yesterday's idiom. I also decided today that I will not be doing the idiom punch a puppy because I find it so stupid and so offensive and so ridiculous that I'm taking it off my list of the top 50 that I was going to cover as part of just the beginning of this year's idioms to help us grow and build and supersize our businesses. If I can help you to do that in any way, have any questions, hit me up in the comments below or direct message me. Otherwise, go out and have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will be with you tomorrow with another interesting idiom. What does it mean? Where does it come from? And how might you use it to supersize and grow your business as well as use it in your life? Have an awesome day.